Somalia is a country grappling with extreme poverty. It consistently ranks among the lowest in the world on key development indicators. Poverty in Somalia is widespread and deeply entrenched. The majority of the population struggles to meet their basic needs. Somalia's economy is largely informal, with limited formal sector employment. Agriculture, livestock and remittances from abroad form the backbone of its economy. Years of conflict have severely hampered economic growth and development. The country faces immense challenges in rebuilding its infrastructure and institutions.
Somalia's current predicament cannot be understood without acknowledging its history. The country's colonial past has left a lasting impact on its social, political, and economic landscape. Under Italian and British rule, Somalia experienced exploitation of its resources and the suppression of local governance structures. The arbitrary drawing of borders during the colonial period sowed the seeds of future conflicts. The legacy of colonialism continues to cast a long shadow over Somalia. It has contributed to the country's weak state institutions and the challenges it faces in achieving sustainable development.
The outbreak of civil war in 1991 marked a turning point in Somalia's history. The collapse of the central government plunged the country into chaos and violence. The ensuing conflict has had a catastrophic impact on Somalia's people and its economy. Millions have been displaced from their homes, seeking refuge both within Somalia and across its borders. The war has destroyed infrastructure, disrupted trade, and decimated the country's already fragile economy. The human cost of the conflict is immeasurable, with countless lives lost and generations scarred by violence.
Weak governance and political instability remain major impediments to Somalia's recovery. The country has struggled for decades with a lack of effective leadership, which has left its institutions fragile and its people vulnerable. The absence of a cohesive political strategy has only exacerbated the situation, making it difficult to implement long-term solutions. The absence of a strong central government has created a power vacuum. This vacuum has led to a fragmented political landscape where local warlords and militias vie for control. The lack of a unified authority has made it nearly impossible to establish law and order, leaving many areas in a state of chaos. This has been exploited by armed groups and factions, perpetuating a cycle of violence and instability. These groups often have their own agendas, which rarely align with the needs of the general population. Their presence has made it difficult for any semblance of peace to take root, as they continue to engage in conflicts that displace thousands and disrupt daily life. Corruption, lack of accountability, and ineffective institutions have hampered efforts to deliver basic services to the population. Public trust in government is at an all-time low, as citizens see little to no improvement in their living conditions. Essential services like healthcare, education, and infrastructure are severely lacking, further deepening the crisis. The lack of security and the rule of law have discouraged investment and hindered economic growth. Businesses are reluctant to operate in such an unstable environment, leading to high unemployment rates and economic stagnation. The deteriorating infrastructure only adds to the challenges, making it difficult for commerce to thrive. Addressing these governance challenges is crucial for Somalia to break free from its cycle of poverty and instability. International aid and local initiatives are working towards building stronger institutions and promoting good governance. These efforts aim to create a more stable and prosperous future for Somalia, but much work remains to be done. The road to recovery is long, but with sustained effort and commitment, there is hope for a brighter tomorrow.
Section 5. The double-edged sword: international aid and its limitations. International aid has been a lifeline for Somalia, providing essential humanitarian assistance to millions in need. Over the years, countless lives have been saved, and many communities have been supported through difficult times. Aid organizations have worked tirelessly to deliver food, medical supplies, and other essential resources to those affected by conflict and natural disasters. However, the effectiveness of aid has been limited by several factors. The ongoing conflict in Somalia has made it incredibly difficult for aid workers to operate safely and efficiently. In many cases, the security situation has prevented aid from reaching the most vulnerable populations. These include the ongoing conflict, weak governance, and political instability, which have all contributed to the challenges faced by aid organizations. Corruption and mismanagement within the government have further complicated efforts to distribute aid effectively. Additionally, logistical challenges such as blocked aid routes and supply chain disruptions have hindered the timely delivery of assistance. Ensuring that aid reaches its intended beneficiaries has been a constant struggle, with many obstacles to overcome. Moreover, the heavy reliance on aid has created dependency and hindered the development of sustainable solutions. Many communities have become accustomed to receiving aid, which has stifled local initiatives and innovation. This dependency has made it difficult for Somalia to move towards self-sufficiency. There is a growing recognition of the need to shift from short-term aid to long-term development investments. By focusing on sustainable development, we can help build the capacity of local communities to address their own needs. This includes investing in education, healthcare, and infrastructure to create a more resilient society. This will empower Somali communities to build resilience and achieve self-sufficiency. By supporting local agriculture, promoting economic opportunities, and empowering women, we can create a foundation for lasting change. The goal is to enable Somalis to take control of their own future and reduce their dependence on external aid.
Section 6. Beyond the statistics, real lives, real struggles. In the heart of Somalia, life is a daily battle for survival. The resilience of its people is tested every day. Behind the statistics lie the stories of millions of Somalis struggling to survive amidst poverty and conflict. These are not just numbers, they are real people with real lives, facing unimaginable hardships. Fatima, a young mother living in a displacement camp, lost her husband in the war. She now bears the heavy burden of raising her children alone in an environment where every day is a fight for basic necessities. She struggles to feed her children on the meager rations she receives from aid organizations. The food is often not enough, and she worries about their health and future. Despite the aid, the uncertainty of tomorrow looms large. Ahmed, a former teacher, dreams of a better future for his students. He remembers the days when classrooms were filled with eager minds, ready to learn and build a brighter future for Somalia. However, the lack of security and the destruction of schools have made education a distant hope for many Somali children. The dreams of these children are shattered by the harsh realities of their environment, where education is a luxury few can afford. These stories highlight the human face of poverty and the urgent need for peace and development in Somalia. The resilience and hope of the Somali people are a testament to their strength, but they need support. The world must not turn a blind eye to their struggles. Peace and development are not just goals, they are necessities for the survival and prosperity of Somalia.
Section 7. The Path Forward. A glimmer of hope for Somalia's future. Despite the immense challenges, there is a glimmer of hope for Somalia. The formation of a new federal government in 2012 marked a significant step towards political stability. The international community has shown renewed commitment to supporting Somalia's recovery and reconstruction efforts. However, sustained peace, good governance, and inclusive economic growth are essential for Somalia to break free from its cycle of poverty. This requires a multifaceted approach that addresses the root causes of the country's challenges.
Section 8. Fostering peace, the cornerstone of development. Ending the cycle of violence and instability is paramount for Somalia's recovery and future growth. This requires a comprehensive peace-building and reconciliation process that involves all segments of Somali society. Disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration of former combatants are crucial for lasting peace and stability. Addressing the root causes of conflict such as poverty, inequality, and competition for resources is essential. This includes promoting dialogue, fostering reconciliation, and building trust between communities for a harmonious future.
Section 9. Investing in people education, healthcare and empowerment. Investing in human capital is crucial for Somalia's long-term development. Providing quality education and healthcare to all Somalis is essential for breaking the cycle of poverty. This includes rebuilding schools, training teachers, and improving access to healthcare facilities and essential medicines. Empowering women and youth through education, skills training, and economic opportunities is vital for inclusive growth. This will enable them to contribute to their communities and build a more prosperous future for Somalia.
Section 10. A collective effort. The role of the international community. The international community has a moral obligation to support Somalia in its journey towards peace and development. This includes providing financial assistance, technical expertise, and capacity-building support to the Somali government and civil society organizations. Promoting trade and investment, creating employment opportunities, and supporting Somali entrepreneurs are crucial for sustainable economic growth. The international community must also work towards resolving regional conflicts and addressing the root causes of instability in the Horn of Africa.